Dango, Buffet two, we are back, phase six, as we continue with phase two. Um, because the last one it cut us through, right? So I'm just gonna continue with where I left. So the first session will just refer it to like buying session where it's like the buyers where they get information, however, right? And then this is where I was. I was like saying that I love to scalp, right? I love to be on the like the 1 minute, right? Which is I love it on the close to the hour of the of three or between. I'll just play around the how can I put it, around the 1 minute because I love to scalp, right? I love to scalp. So, but remember, stick to your what? Stick to your time slot. Don't change. If, however, for me, I'm just giving an example, showing you that how you can do it using your time slot, using looking for the same pattern that repeats, right? So don't forget, other time slots they can be good. Information that I gave you combined with this, it can be good, right? This is just an add up of I'm telling you, like this after this week, like it's just gonna because tomorrow everyone looks like they're buying gold and stuff. So don't ever for don't get fooled by a lot of things, guys. And then what I can say is that make sure that before everything, before you even take any trade, you follow the rules. That's how it works. Don't just be fooled by whatever you hear on the internet and then you be like, this is no, it doesn't work like that. But however, just make sure you follow. Just make sure you know your story. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say it's not gonna buy. I'm just saying know your story before anything, before taking any trade, before don't just go ahead and just because you heard someone, blah blah blah. So good, correct. Now, as I said, me, I love messing with the nines in the 1 minute because I can somehow, you know, scalp and find good trades, right? But it's about the hour. It's about which hour is it gonna respect, which hour. And as I say, an hour, your time slot, where it's like, at three, at four, at however. So for me, as I give you guys my time slot, okay, I love the hour of three. It can be late, it can be the hour of three. That's when I'm like there, right? Between those times, let's just say one, two, three, four, five. I'm there because I know I'm gonna find something somewhere around there, and it's gonna eventually respect. So, Buffett, the sellers, right? Oh, the sellers, you guys are domination, man. Sellers don't even if at this point, and then this is the thing I started with. If at this point you don't know how to sell as a seller, man, come on, man. But then anyways, we just we're gonna come back a little bit to the buys, but let's make sure that we deliver both sides. So um for the sellers, come on guys. This is I'm gonna show you this, and this is for you. However, don't change anything. You can use this however you want you however, right? Nothing changes with the for the cells. I'm just gonna give a little of clarification on how you guys can move forward, right? Because most of the time most of you guys know I don't really like selling because I know that every sale in this guy is a retest. So yeah, this is not a selling market, this is a buying market. So for sales, it's just gonna be like, yeah, however you guys put it, however you guys can, you know, put together, however. So, anyways, for sales, right? This is what I do to confirm that very using the same way, same method, same things. So let me just wipe everything up. I'll then make it clean, correct. And then I'm gonna choose any random, and then I'm gonna give you guys an example. So for cells, using the same way, but this time is a cell. This is your nine, right? This is your nine. So what happens is that to show that this is a sell, price must get to here, right? And then price must come back to the range. And then you wait for a retest. So which means for a retest is either you can say when it for a retest for you to enter. I'm giving you guys an entry because you already sellers already have entries, right? So it's that thing of that. However, for me, sometimes how I take it. So at this point, I want you to pay attention to what happened. But it's always gonna happen like that, anyways. So what happens is that price did come here. So what we want to see is that after that, however, it sometimes it can take long. It's just not gonna. You guys get the whole thing. So, but you have to see prices to come back to the range, which is the range. What is the range? The range is the 9 that was given, right? The red 9. However, right. So, and then from there, price you must see price go back for a retest, and then you'll only take a trade. Remember, you'll only take a trade if the candlesticks close down. I mean, close inside the range, and then that's where you're gonna, wait for a retest. Because if you see this one did exactly how it did close down and then did the retest, and then that's your entry, right? So, which means this candlestick closed outside the range. This one closed outside the range, and then you all you wait for is the what? The one that closes inside the range. Wait for a retest. Enter the retest. As like if I mark this here and then go on the 1 minute, you're gonna see beautifully that this is a beautiful trade. So you see how simple it is. Come on, me guys, we don't complicate anything now. We just keep this thing simple as it's that thing that now you don't even need to like put like things on the charts. You just know when you see a 9 like this, you just know what to do. It's to that point now, right? And then just check beautifully. This thing gave you a beautiful setup, bro. For sellers, you guys can see your thing. Gave you an FEG close right there. And then, however, you can utilize. You guys know your shit. Sellers know their story, bro. Because that's the side I started with. So as you can see, right. So this is the thing that I marked. I'm just gonna delete there. Just wanted to, clarity. And then you see, with all those confirmations, you can confirm with an FEG or however in the white in the smaller time frame. An FEG or an order block. However, either way, it works for us, right? So, but then you guys know what, like for me, for me, for selling Ashman, it's just somehow not for me. I don't know how to put it. It's not for me. Not that it's not for me, but like the market I'm trading, I'm just way too focused now. Like I'm way too focused on, you know. Hey yo, look at this 9. Yo, what the heck? Did I mark this 9 at some point? Yeah, I did mark it right. This was a good 9. You see this? This was a good 9. A green good 9. This was a clean, beautiful buy. Yo. But anyways, Buffett, as you can see for the sellers, simple, clean. Now let's go again, look for the same thing, right? So just, show the brain that it happens and it doesn't just happen one time. Looking for the same thing, right? And then now we're gonna go choose another one. I think we're gonna choose a close one here, which is I think it's this, right? Correct. Uh it's easy, man. If you try to complicate it, then that's when you're gonna see what so this is here, this is what happened, the situation. Let me explain. Let me give me a chance. So as you can see, this is the 9, right? But at some point, remember, price must come back here, but somehow it took long to come back here, which means it was still a sell here. This was still a sell, like literally, because for me, as I said, for my confirmations, bro, we this is somehow, yeah. So someone could have utilized through this. This alone, it's fine for them. So, but then for me, confirmations they do matter, right? So as I said, price must, go up, but then come back inside the range and then go up again, right? And then when they go up, now the candlestick must close inside. Like as I said, candlesticks, I have to see a candlestick that closes inside. So and then as we were here, also we got another 9. So which means this was already a sell. I don't have to, and this was already a sell. Like this was already a confirmed sell. You see the confirmation you got now. You just that thing of more clarity. Like combined everything, you're just like, oh, now I get it. You feel me? That's the whole thing. Now I'm just gonna go pick up any other one so that I can show you guys another example. I think I'm find it right. I think I'm gonna find it. So, however, selling for me, man, it's as I said, but this is how I will ever take everything. This is for me, right? This is how I'm like I would have. You feel me? Correct. So, and also, for sellers, this is like let's say for example, because I think most of you don't pay attention to that. Let me just mark here. Guys, remember, once you see the 9, this is the 5 minute, right? Once you see the 9, once you see the 9, you know what no, something has to happen. But however, in your confirmations, right? So it's okay to see the 9 like this and go down to the 1 minute and then look for the same thing that I'm showing you now. As long as you can find it and it can give you something like, however, you see it's sold, right? Now let's try to go to the 1 minute so that I can just explain beautifully, however. So it's okay to do all of these things, bro. Just mess up with this, these time frames. Mess with them, bro. Trust me, once you get to mess with them and you get to see, okay, now I get to see. So it looks like this was the 9, right? Bro, these 9s are going in, bro. These 9s are doing giving you guys beautiful cells and just however playing out well. So as I said, remember sellers, nothing changes. This is how I just do it. Don't forget that, right? Me, this is how I just do it. Nothing changes. I'm not changing your perspective. I'm just giving you more insights of looking for confirmation if you either face whatever you face, right? So pay attention. Now it's okay to come on the what on the on the 1 minute when you found your line on the 5 minute. So but then it's about what are you going to look for when you come on the 1 minute. Break of structure, bro. Come on, bro. It's a selling thing. It has to have a low, which is this one. And then let me just mark it for you guys. Let me take you back to this. This is what I look for, mind you, right? When it comes to sell, I don't just complicate things. Like break of structure, right? This is what you look for, bro. It literally happens on every sell. So from there, you will just obviously find your other blocks or however find your what. So your FEG. So this was the given order block. And then voila. So that's like that. You don't need to complicate things, bro. Don't complicate things. You see, just like that, I just found a good entry, a good way to enter, and then that's it. Cause just because I got the 5 minute, I got the 9 on the 5 minute. And the crazy part is that um knowing how can I put it? Knowing where how to enter. That's the most important part. I think most of you get it that okay, the 9s are for direction. The entry part is that I think most of you, that's where you guys get most of the time, get tripped out. You feel me? So but then you see this, you can literally look for this in every like 5 or every 9 that you see with a cell. A break of structure. If it doesn't give you a break of structure like this, as I explained, right? Low, broke the low, come back, and then voila, you eat money, right? Now let's look for this just for closure. I gotta show you this say how like I attack if you find something similar that I showed you. So now let's look for another two-way for what? For the break of structure, right? However, remember any any nine that you can find, nine that you can find any, however, and then you can just find the break of structure. It's always, you see, for the break of structure, let me go back to this one. I'm not playing on that one. I swear to God, it's always gonna give you something like that. Watch. You see the nine, bro, I'm telling you, break of structure, it's always gonna be there. Where's that nine? Like it's always gonna be there. I'm telling you, watch this. Yeah. Bro, you already seen it, bro. I'm not even like you already seen it, bro. So at this point, this was the given. Pay attention now. I want you to pay attention. So this was the given low, current low that we had. This one, right? This is the low that we had. Current live market, let's say, right? And then, however, and then this was the order block. I found that there's an order block here. I see one. For those who doesn't know, an order block is, you know, that one before the owner of the move. Me, I call it the owner of the move. Before this move, there was a candlestick here, which is mine is green and white. The white one, as you can see. So, however, how yours can be put in. So, break of structure, as you can see. Confirmation, chief. Confirmations, chief. It's very important, and then you just eat yourself, just like that. Just like that. And then for more confirmation, you see this? Let me just mark it for you. You see this, the meta too. You see this high, and then price came back around here and respected it. So which means this, if price, you see something like this, and then price came back, and then for you, is for more confirmation. Or okay, now if I see a break of structure, I think I might eat, right? Because now you know your shit. So however works, bro, however works for you, yeah, break of structure. This is how you can enter all literally all the nine. I think all the nines they keep. Yeah, you know, yeah. I think it can be like this. I don't know, but I'm just giving you an example of how, if me, I will, like, most of the time if I'm selling, this is how I'll look for it, because already it given me the direction. Like this one is another nine here, right? All you have to do, you can look for what? Break of structure, as I say. 1 minute, find that shit. Yeah. Bro, break of structure always happens, bro. I don't know how, I don't know. Somehow it just moves like that. I don't know why. I don't make the markets, but somehow it moves like that. Ooh, and this one is nice, eh? This one is nice, bro. This one is very nice. I love trades like this because they just flow. You feel me? They flow somehow. So the break of structure again, and I know this is clarity to someone, like literally, because they needed something like this, just this. And then also those highs, you see, confirmation of your highs, this one, and then price did come back to it, as you can see, this side too. So I'm not gonna waste time and mark it there. You already got it. And then here it gave you what? An FEG, beautifully. As you see, okay, put it here. You see how nice, bro? Hmm? How nice? Come on, man. You see how nice, bro? It's that simple. You just keep it simple. ABC, bro. ABC. You don't have to complicate things. This is what you can just look for in every line. It's just eye-opening, bro. But I know you can see it. It's just happening back and forth. And literally every nine that we just came across, like every nine, is just break of structure happened, right? Break of structure happened. Like for example, okay, let me find another line. Just find another nine. Yeah, let's mark this one. This one looked nice. Eh? Let's mark this one before I go back to the sellers. I mean the buyers. Let me just guys give you guys a nice example of break of structure, right? So break of structure is like it's beautiful. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. It's beautiful because there's more clarity on it. There's more confidence on it. There's however you can put it, right? It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. So, and then even for those who don't trade, they're like me, they don't trade cells. They can also trade cells now. Because like you see, this is a free game, Nick. They're just utilize and eat money. There's no way you're gonna see a beautiful setup and be like, I'm like some yama. Why? Why should I do that? And stuff. You see? And some you already the crazy part is that you are excited because you already see it now. Now you can't unsee it because it's just there, right? You just can't unsee it now. It's there, bro. It's already opened. As I said, remember confirmation, those highs. You have to check all the things, bro. You don't come on, man. You have to check all the things. Those highs are here, right? As you can see, it did respect. But what happened? Did we get our confirmation in FEG or in order block? Okay, now looks like we got a what in FEG, which did respect, bro. Which did respect. Remember, some days gonna give you an order block. Sunday is gonna give you what in FEG. But then, as you can see, price just never came back, bro. Like, price just never came back. You see, and it's somehow crazy. This thing just repeats. Uh yeah, with it. Phase 6, as you can see. So now let's go back to the buyers, right? I want to give you guys something real quick. So let me go back to the 5 minute. Right. I want to show you guys something. So I hope you guys, the sellers, understood what this is what for me, right? I'm not changing you guys' rules. I'm just showing that if it was me, this is how I will attack the market. Break of structure, bro. Like literally every 5. I mean, yo, what am I doing? Why am I including 5? Every 9, every red 9, it has its own power. Nothing changes just because you see my chart doesn't have that blue cobra thing. I was busy with some things. So, and then those other ones that are green cobra. No. I'm still on the same as you. Nothing changes, right? Nothing changes. I'm just showing the rules are still the rules, everything the same. I'm just giving more clarity on how you can attack this. Right. Literally every 9 you can however use it, however you want to use it. And then so far I'm just gonna delete this because yeah, done with the sellers. Let's go back to my gang now. Now, guys, now I want to show you guys something because it's however it's easier. It's very easier. So, like let's say for a 9, this is pay attention to this. It gave you a 9, right? Here's a 9, right? And I'm encouraging you to like this is gonna work, bro. So what happens is that price, you just pay attention to what happens, right? Are you gonna face something like this? I'm telling you. Watch. For more clarity now, I get this is the low that was given, right? And then price just kept on, going down and then creating more lows, right? And then price, you can even use this way in the 1 minute. It applies the same way. But then, and then this right here, and then somehow price never ever came back to this, right? And then this is where clarity comes in, right? From there, let's say you are here, right? From there, all you do to find an entry is that okay, this price not coming back to do the same thing the same thing it's doing here, which means price failed to come back here, right? It's failing to, so which means the buyers are really coming in. When you see something like this, just know the buyers are coming in. So what you can do is that you can mark the highs, right? The highs you see, right? So this is the first high, the second high. So what I love to do for me is that when price gets to a certain point and I mark this, I go on the 1 minute. So look for breakout and retest, and then I just do my thing, man. Because now I got my confirmation, right? Remember, breakout, retest, and one. You see? So at this point, I didn't get a clear one, but here I did get a clear one. Breakout, retest, and then got my entry. And then, but if you keep marking these highs, if you keep going and marking these highs, somewhere, somehow, you're going to find a breakout and retest and a beautiful one, right? Clarity, the fit, clarity. This is, I told you that phase 6 is going to just be eye opening. So, and also the reason why I took time is that I was looking for network, I was looking for network because somehow, the weather is just a bit bad now. But then Buffett, yeah, phase 6. Phase 6, clarity, chief, clarity, giving you clarity. So, and then remember, as I said, you can apply that the same way I just did now. You can apply it on the 1 minute. It's okay. It's okay. No one said it, you can't do it. It's okay. Once you see it, you can unsee it, right? Like here, I see it. Like it came here. It's way better when I mark it. Let me just delete this. Okay, let me just do this so that you can. It's fine. I'm gonna just add. It's not that messy because I don't like messy things, guys. You see here, same thing is happening, bro.
Yo, my nigga.
Yo, put here. Thank you, man. Thank you so
Cool,
much.
man.
Yo, as you can see, same thing is happening, bro. It's just happening, right? And then somehow price failed to you getting the whole thing, and then you just keep marking your highs. First high, second high, and however the other one, and then you just get the whole memo. Wait for a retest and breakout, and then that's it. You're good. So you get the whole thing. Even here, it happened the same way. You mark your lows, and then price just keeps breaking them, and then somehow it stopped. Right? You mark your highs. That's where you wait for a retest. You mark another high. You mark another high. Breaks. And the more it keeps breaking, the more you just keep taking your trades, and then you get something like this at the end. So yeah, but fit. This is phase 6. And then since it's late, tomorrow I'll just do another session for the questions. For the one, I think we can do it late to cover everyone because it's Monday. Some may be going to work. So I think I'll just do another session for to cover for the questions. If you guys don't understand from the other phases, things like that, blah blah blah, however you want to put it, right? So this is phase 6 with it. And then I can say this is opening for some of you. It is. It is because I think some of you have been struggling at one thing, which is entries. So now we will know a lot of ways to enter. There's still more. I'm telling you, there's still more. I just don't holding myself toward the excitement to reveal some other things, because sometimes I just get out of my way and reveal some things that I shouldn't have revealed. So 15 minutes, me, guys, I know if I get a 5 here, why do I love a 5, bro? I don't know why it's wrong. I've been calling 5, bro. If I get a 9 here, let's say on the, yeah, you get the whole thing. On the 15-minute, and then it respects anything of mine, I'm going all in because it's the 15 minute, bro. It's the 15 minutes. So I'm fit. I'm just gonna have to end it here. Thank you so much for attending. Love you guys. It's been a minute, right? Yeah. Phase 6. And then if it's just for the videos, you guys already know. We're gonna drop. I'm gonna save them for you guys, and I'm gonna send the phases through your inboxes. And as always, guys, we're gonna get them. Thank you so much. So we have like 7 minutes left. Before I leave, you have questions, you can write in the chat, and then I'll answer. If you have any questions, you can use the last 7 minutes to ask whatever you wanna ask. So, but either way, thank you for it. It's very late. You guys can go to your loved ones, or you can go to wherever, whatever. And yeah, the session is yeah. So if you have any questions, you can ask.
No, I have a question.
Yeah, ask.
Let's just say if I just found the red 9 there.
Yeah.
It's got that dot there, like in the arrow.
Yeah.
So, and then I mark it out.
Yeah.
I go to the 1 minute time frame. Do I have to wait for another 9 just for more confirmation for me to enter a cell? Do I have to wait for another 9?
For sale, as I said, for sales, I think I've given which is more is coming, but yes, you can. However, okay, let me put it for you to understand. Confirmations are like this. Confirmations are notifications to tell you it's okay to enter. So if you on your side you see something that relates with you, and then you've been seeing something like that. Remember, we this is why I'm like everyone had to make their own notes. So if to your side, right, to your side, you see something that you've been seeing repeating, for confirmation, such as confirmations, as you said, it's okay to use it. It's okay, right? But you can utilize a lot with this, bro. Like I'm telling you, you can just like, for example, as I did, right? I can just do it on the 15 minutes, whatever I did, right? I can just this alone, I can make money, a lot of it with this alone. Let me show you what I mean. So before I can mark this 9, right? I can just mark this 9, or I want to mark it to close, where to close one, because it's just gonna be a hassle to go to it. I want to see any 9. Okay, close one is this one, right? Good. I'm just gonna delete this one. I'm gonna mark it, right? I marked it, right? So the same thing, but now it's on the 15 minute, because now you know what now. If you catch this, you eat. But it's always any 9 is gonna just drop because it's the 15 minute. So, however, the drop is not long, but this drop alone, don't forget this is the 15 minute. So which means it takes 15 minutes to drop another candlestick. So which means for 15 minutes you came from here to here. Oh, come on, man. And then I go to the 1 minute. Remember, applying everything. Looking for what? Break of structure. Right? If you don't find break of structure, you don't enter. Or however, the rules of the selling thing, they don't change. They don't change, right? They don't change and they won't change. Beautifully. Just look at that. Did break here. And then, so however, this was risky because I couldn't see the highs. Right? It was weird. This one was weird. But however, you are getting the memo of what I'm trying to show you. Confirmations are your signs where you put for yourself. You're like, nah, if I see something like this, I'm gonna enter. Because let's say you've been back testing and you've been seeing something like that. However works for you, do it.
I got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, I just wanted to ask, is it possible for us to get the recordings today, like tonight?
For new people, you guys don't know how we operate. You guys are gonna get it, man. You guys are gonna get it. Don't worry.
Yeah, not problem.
Yeah, bro. Don't have to worry about that. You're gonna get it.
Here's another question, Mentor.
Wow, yeah, talk.
Yeah, is it possible to add the broker just nugget on this
TradingView?
TradingView? Yeah,
No, I
because
don't
I've
think
been
so.
trying.
I don't think so. But there is brokers, good brokers you can add.
Because I've been trying to add and search. I don't find
No,
any.
I'll just for that I'll just do my own research for you and then come back to you.
Okay, I'll inbox you just for reminder.
Yeah, you just remind me, and then I'll just do, or maybe Paul. I'll just talk to Paul, and then he will sort you out.
Yeah. Okay.
So someone said, "Hey, brother." Someone said, "Can I shift this focus to this model only? It seems simple and I understand it." No, however, bro, remember, however works, whatever works for you, using whatever I teach you. Keep it simple in any way, bro. You don't need noise, bro. You don't need big moves. As long as you can have a system that generates money for you and you know it works. Oh man, that's all you need. You making 500, you making 200, you making, for the fact that you're making money and you're sitting making that shit, that counts. That counts because someone is waking up every day, waking for the same thing. It start by appreciating where you are because you live with what you choose. So
Can I ask something lastly? The last one, please.
yeah.
Mentor, actually, I'm still getting confused, even though I've been watching the videos, but somehow, I'm getting confused due to the time slots, Yeah, because what I've realized on my side is that I know when to trade actual and when not to trade because sometimes these nights they can fuck you up when
Okay,
you
listen.
wanna trade.
Let me give you this. Let me give you this.
Yeah.
Choose. Okay, let me just take this one. Choose a time. Focus on the time slot of 5. Choose a 5, right? Or choose a 4 between these two. That's for you. I'm giving it to you, right? So
Okay,
which means
between 4 and 5 o'clock.
because yeah, between 4 and 5, that's where you enter. That's where you look for your things. All right. I'm gonna give you that. You will just
Oh,
come back to me and tell me what you saw or whatever you're seeing.
okay.
Focus only on that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Bafetu, this thing is just gonna cut me. I won't even take time, Bafetu. Someone asked me, Are, can you please clarify 15 minutes?